Hello, YouTube. It is Alston with another YouTube video. This time I'm going to spend a few minutes talking about blogging ideas for beginners. So in this video, I'm going to recommend some suggestions. If you're lost, if you're not sure where to start, follow these examples and it should help you find your way. But before we get started, make sure that you like and subscribe so that you can receive updates and notifications when I create new YouTube videos. All right, so let's get started. 6 blogging ideas for beginners. Idea number 1, look around your room. This may seem kind of silly or kind of strange, but when I look around my room, I see an electric fireplace, I see glue, I see tons of kids' toys, I see a lamp, I see a computer. There is literally a niche for everything. So to illustrate that, I am here in Google Trends. I'm just going to type in glue and see what happens. It is a very generic search here. And Google Trends is a good way to help you find blogging ideas. So what we see here is we see the interest over the past 12 months. We'll click, let's go back 5 years. The interest appears to be slowly an upward trend. So it could be something to blog for. So you may not want to blog directly for glue. You could blog arts and crafts for kids with disabilities, how to make fluffy slime without glue. You could do the converse of your blogging idea. So there is a different idea for everything. And then charcoal mask. I don't know how that relates to glue, but that's another option for you as well. Kids' toys is probably going to be pretty competitive, so you may want to niche down there and do kids' toys for 5-year-olds with disabilities or something along those lines. But there is literally a niche for everything. And using Google Trends is a good way to see how see if the niche is viable. You wouldn't want to niche about, like, let's say landline telephones, because fewer and fewer people use those. So if I type in landline telephone, let's see what happens. So over the past 5 years, surprisingly, it seems pretty consistent. So maybe that is something to blog about, landline telephone. Anyway, so that's number 1. Look around your room. Anything around your house can be made into a niche. If you see a doorknob, you could probably write about it. Anything that can be purchased, that's products or services, can become or can be a niche. So that's number 2. That's number 1. Number 2, go somewhere popular. I recommend going places like the gym, a bar, a restaurant, anywhere where there are tons of people. You could even go to a coffee shop and look and see what they're wearing. Listen to what they're talking about. Yes, I'm recommending eavesdropping, because within those thoughts are ideas. So, for example, if we go to the gym, let's see what people are wearing. Let's say they're wearing Nike. Now, Nike is going to be a pretty competitive niche, and it actually looks like it's pretty static here. What you may want to do, Colin Kaepernick, he's pretty divisive one way or another. But instead of looking at Colin Kaepernick or even Nike, you may want to look at, let's say, Dry Fit. Is Dry Fit one word or 2 words? Dry Fit. We'll try that. So Dry Fit could be an option. If we look over the past 12 months, let's go back 5 years. And so there was a spike in Dry Fit, it looks like, in December. But if we scroll down, Dry Fit hat, this could be a niche. So the fabric, the mesh, you could even blog about winter apparel. So instead of just heading at it directly, you could actually get to your niche or your topic indirectly. Dry Fit might be a good way to do that. I wonder if it's 2 words. Let's see what happens. Dry Fit, because that looks like drift. There we go. That actually looks a little bit better. So this is an idea. The trend is, it looks like it's a slow upward trend, but Nike Dry Fit joggers. So we could blog about dry fit hats. Does it really wick away the sweat? There is a topic in there for you. Bar. Let's see. What do we see at a bar? Let's say dress shoes. I don't know. I haven't been to a bar in a while, so I don't know what people do there. But as you can see with dress shoes, it is trending upwards. And if dress shoes is too competitive, you could always scroll down and rose gold dress shoes. I don't know what that is. Men's dress shoes near me. These are all options as far as creating a niche around. So that is number 2. Go somewhere popular. Number 3, look at what other people are doing online. So for this, I recommend going to Google Trends or visiting the front page of Yahoo or MSN. So if we go to Google Trends, which we're already here, I'm going to click on the home page. And then if we scroll down, we can see here are some things that are popular or what people are searching for. Taylor Swift, Kim Kardashian, football, American football. You can even do different years. So Game of Thrones is pretty hot right now. But if Game of Thrones is too popular, let's do Game of Thrones. We'll search that and let's see what Google tells us. Google Trends tells us it is up incredibly high because we're in the last season. But here are some options: Game of Thrones Oreos, Urban Decay Game of Thrones. All right, so as I mentioned, you can always spin off of Game of Thrones. You could talk about where it's filmed, if it's a good tourist attraction. These are all different ideas, and this is just based off of going to the main page of Google Trends. So if, let's say Taylor Swift, what if we click on Taylor Swift and then see what happens? Taylor Swift versus Kim Kardashian, you can see what's more popular. But again, there are related queries that you could possibly spin off of. I wouldn't directly talk about Taylor Swift just because it's going to be too competitive. But if we look down, baby shower, CPD, those are niche opportunities as well. So we just click next. Billboard Music Awards is probably too competitive. But again, this is just to help you spin a few ideas. Front page of Yahoo or MSN. So if we go to yahoo.com, so the reason why yahoo.com is a good one, because again, they're more topical. But if you scroll down and look at the sponsored here is usually someone has paid for an advertisement because they have found a way to make money in it. This advertisement right here is to transfer your debt. This is probably a credit card advertisement. But credit cards are a good way to make a lot of money. So they're probably advertising for like $2 or $3 with the expectation that they may make $10, $15, $20 back. So you can always try that. Is just scrolling down the front page. Again, Game of Thrones, Night King, Jimmy Kimmel, Torment, Matt Damon. These are all different ideas. Hair care products, shampoo. You can do Apple Watch accessories. These are all niche ideas that could help you get started. So that is number 3. Look at what other people are doing online. Number 4, your passion. Now, your passion could be really anything. Google Trends. Let's go back to Google Trends here. Your passion, whatever your passion is, you could write about it. If let's say you are passionate about, we'll say the NBA. Whoops, I don't know what the NBA is, but this could be good. We could stumble upon something great here. NBA. Okay, it looks like it's slowly trending downward, so that we might not want to blog about that directly. Let's see, air traffic control could be an idea. I don't even know what the NBA is. Anyway, so let's backtrack here and we'll do what I really wanted to do, what I'm passionate about. NBA. It looks like it spikes in month. What month is this? It looks like mid to late December. But you can vlog about NBA 2K16 is a video game, so that might be an option for you. NBA Stream subreddit, so that's watching NBA games for free, and so on. NBA Playoffs Tournament. These are all options that you could write on. Conversely, if there is something that you absolutely hate, you could actually write about that as well. I don't think I have anything that I hate, but you could actually take the perspective of you hate it because you know so much about it. So that's another option, is writing about something that you love or something that you absolutely hate. So number 4, your passion. Number 5, your family's passion. Is there a tradition that your family has? Maybe around Thanksgiving or any other holiday. You could actually write about everything that goes into that. There are people online searching for traditions to start or ways to keep their family together, and Friday game nights might be one way to do that. Or if you do a turkey bowl, what is a turkey bowl, how to play, and so on. I'm going to see if that comes up. Turkey bowl. This will be a more food related probably. Turkey bowl 2018, 2000 burrito bowl. Okay, so this is all food. If I do turkey football, let's see. So people are searching for turkey football, and this actually looks like it comes up to college football games, cooker, cranberry plants, and so on. But if you have a passion that, if your family has a tradition that may be unique, if your family has a tradition that you think people might want to search for or people are looking for, people are basically searching for everything online. So that's one. If you don't have a tradition and you want to start a family tradition, that's another option that you could have. Just like people are searching for family traditions, you could actually adopt 4 or 5 different family traditions, write about it, and tell the audience how it went. You know, what went well, what didn't work, the age groups that it worked for. And the family tradition could be something as simple as you get together, you get 10 or 15 people together, and you go to a soup kitchen or you help build a house on a random Wednesday once a month. It doesn't have to be anything elaborate, but that's another option. So another great way to find blogging ideas is to review what you have recently purchased. So if you go over to Amazon or you go to Best Buy or eBay or whatever, look over the past 6 months to a year and see what you purchased. Now, the reason why that's a great idea is because you had at one time a perceived need of an item. So let's say, for example, for me, I'm looking for a NAS device. Basically, it's network storage. I want to find a way to store all of my data, all of my items across multiple devices because I have a concern that my computer is going out. So I want to be able to store that somewhere where I can access everything at one time, and I don't have to buy any more of these SSD drives. So that's an option. When I'm looking into these devices, I can do the who, what, when, where, why, how to kind of go for there. So let me actually just do that real quick. Let's see what happens when I search NAS. Network attached storage. All right, so over the last 5 years, it has dipped a little, but stays relatively consistent. Best NAS, Little Nas X, 4K resolution, surveillance. So this could be a good thing to write about. If you are interested in technology and some of that stuff doesn't bore you, that's an option as well. So looking over your recently purchased. You could actually go to a mall as well and see what's being sold and what's hot there. That's another option. But once you find a few niches, what you're going to want to do, and what I recommend that you do, is you go back to Google Trends and you can do some searches. What I am going to do is I'm going to also go to what's called Answer the Public. AnswerThePublic.com. And I am going to type in network attached storage. All right. And so what Answer the Public is it's a aggregate for searches. Basically, it records what people are searching for. So Answer the Public is a search aggregate. Basically, it records what people, what they believe people are searching for on the internet. What I have done is I have entered in network attached storage, and these are some of the results that I'm getting. Is network attached storage worth it? That could be a good topic to write on. You can talk about why it's worth it and where the value is. If you scroll down, these are questions. If you come down a little bit more, these are prepositions. Network attached storage for business, network attached storage for dummies. These quite possibly could be things to write for. Network attached storage for Mac and PC. This would actually be something that I'm interested in because I have a Mac and a PC. Network attached storage for Raspberry Pi could be interesting. If we scroll down even more, we can get down to comparisons, which is really good. I like this option as well. You could do network attached storage versus home server versus cloud computing would be a very good one. And then if we scroll down, we get an alphabetical of things people are searching for with regard to network attached storage. But you want to make sure that you do your research and not just start blindly writing, because you will wind up not finding you won't find an audience. People won't come to your site because you need to figure out what they are searching for and then write quality content. So Answer the Public is a good idea. Ask questions on Google. These questions up here at the top are the types of questions that would be asked on Google. So you could simply just copy and paste these into Google, and that could be a good option for you. And also ask friends and family. If there is a topic, let's say you're writing on your passion or you're writing on traditions, you might want to ask them about their experiences and some of the challenges that they ran into, because those in fact can become questions for your blog post. So this was Alston with 6 blogging ideas for beginners. Make sure that you like and subscribe, and check out some of the links that I have in the description to get started with blogging and possibly making some money. So thanks for watching, and we will see you soon.